So, how do you land your first freelancing gig? This is a question that a lot of people have been asking me lately because I've posted about my own first freelancing gig. And the temptation is to just say, I got lucky. But I've been thinking about it, and there are certain things that I've done, habits I've formed, decisions I've made that have put me in the way of getting lucky, made me more open to opportunities coming to me. The first thing is learning in public. I've always been out there since I first started learning web development. What I've been learning, projects I've been building, questions I've been having, all sorts of things just out there on LinkedIn, now on Twitter. And this is literally how I got this first gig. I did a post that on LinkedIn, I believe, that I had just bought an Udemy course, Udemy, however you pronounce it, to learn React Native. I did this post, and immediately I got a message, someone asking me about React Native. Now, at the time, I thought he was asking me for advice about how to learn React Native. So I gave him the course that I was doing and recommended it, and thought that was that. But then a couple weeks later, he got back to me again and said, hey, I want a React Native app built. Are you interested? And then I realized, oh, that's what he was asking. Okay. I just couldn't believe it. Like, oh, okay. He wants me to build him an app, even though he knows that I'm a beginner. Like, I literally just started this tutorial a couple weeks ago. But that actually made me feel much more comfortable saying yes, because he knew what he was getting into. He also knew from my posts, from just following my journey, that I could learn quickly and get things done and was motivated and could communicate well. So all of these were in my favor, I guess. I think another thing, and I'll say this with more confidence now because I'm already getting approached to do more React Native work by other clients. I think that React Native itself is one of the key factors that brought this opportunity to me. And that's one of the reasons why I started learning React Native. Like, I had been focusing on web development with React and Redux, but the problem is there's a lot of competition. You know, there's a lot more boot camp grads out there. They all learn the same stuff. They're all trying to break into the industry. And being self-taught, like, what did I really have to make me stand out? So I thought maybe it's time to learn something new. So it was between TypeScript and React Native. TypeScript is very in demand, especially for larger companies. But you know what? React Native, well, first of all, it sounded more fun. And second of all, I had been coming across some very interesting job listings that were asking for React Native developers. And I thought, man, I wish I could apply to these. These look really great. And I actually did apply to a couple of them. And I actually, even though I hadn't learned anything, I still got an interview. You know, that's how in demand React Native is. So getting into React Native seems like it was a smart move. And I really enjoy it too, which is also a perk. So those two factors helped me get lucky, I would say. Learning in public and getting into React Native, or something more, a little more specialized. In terms of getting into freelancing in general and how to deal with clients, how to avoid things like scope creep and come up with contracts and all these practical freelancing things, I want to recommend an ebook that I actually bought after my first freelance gig that is very helpful moving forward. It's by Kelly Vaughn, and it's called Start Freelancing Now. No, Start Freelancing Today. And it's excellent. Like, I read it in 2 days and took notes, and this was awesome. Comes from a lot of experience. So I recommend it if you're really interested in getting into freelancing. And I also recommend just getting out there with what you know and what you can do, and let the opportunities come to you and get lucky.